just like the
I
song.
survived what I've
You
been
just like the
through. Y'all
song,
got drama, the
That's it.
saga
cause his
continues.
bad boy for life.
Going
He ain't going
nowhere.
nowhere.
We ain't going nowhere.
What you
He
say,
told
Kay?
y'all. He told y'all back in the day. When did this record come out?
It was a long time ago.
He said.
Yo, thank you for the gifts, yo. Thank you for the gifts. Welcome. I'm gonna do this whole intro. I'm gonna do the whole intro. Welcome. You gotta bring
Oh,
this joint in right.
you know what?
Welcome to another episode of Lucrative Love Experience. I am one of your hosts, McNeil7. What up? Along with my handy dandy host.
Unapologetically came. Handy dandy.
Yeah, handy dandy. Handy dandy. Yo,
Sick of you.
yo, him is free. Him is free.
Is he free
Oh
though,
no, we're
or
not clapping. We're not clapping. Okay.
is he free?
Oh God. We're not gonna start. We gotta get there. We gotta get there. We're not starting with Puff, but we will be talking. Everybody on IG, everybody on YouTube, everybody on TikTok, everybody wherever y'all at. We are gonna talk about Puff in a minute. I feel like I'm an oracle. Ain't that what it's
Mm.
called? An oracle when you I'm like
I just
baptized to talk about this stuff. I'm baptized. Oh, what you say, Big Jesus? Big Jesus.
not. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
But welcome, welcome.
Leave Big G out of this.
Big Jesus did
He
baptize
had
me.
nothing. Listen, yeah, but he ain't had nothing to do with baptizing this nonsense that you
We
get ready to
ain't
talk about.
going nowhere. We ain't
I
go.
feel
Go
like
ahead,
it's
sing it.
unapologetically K, and this is lucrative mess, and I want to hear us.
It's gonna be a little bit messy. It's gonna be a little bit messy. But anyway, how you feeling, girl? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Had a rough week last week, and it's
Yes.
only
How's your
getting
brother?
better from here. My brother, he's doing a lot better.
Okay.
He got the staples out of his head yet today, and he is walking around with his neck braced and his walker. He's doing a lot better. Thank you for asking.
Okay. Sweet. I ain't gonna front. If I was your brother right now, oh, I mean, hey, sis, hey, I can't pick this up. Can you?
That's exactly what he's doing.
Shots out to him. That's what he's
You see,
supposed to do.
I have a different setup.
Yo, I just noticed. I thought you was investing in your part of the pod. I thought that was an investment over there. What does that say?
Yeah. It said,
Ooh.
great vibe only. Don't
Okay.
mess it up.
Yes. Yes. I second that. I second that. I
Don't
second that.
mess it up. I am. When I get mine, it's going to say lucrative love, but appreciate you for,
There you
you
go.
know,
There you go.
I'm
Your
going to
love
put first lady of lucrative love.
that could cause a lot of smoke. Well, no,
I
you
hope
are.
so.
You are the first lady of lucrative love. So I can't. It is what it is. Like that's you have staple. Is it not staple? You have ironed the position ironed. See, I'm already.
You
I
already
promise you, I
just
have not been drinking or nothing. I have not been drinking.
yet.
Not. I'm on a diet. I can't drink. I'm a
Hmm.
Christian. I can't drink. Yo, I see
Christian
Kay
drink.
just be drinking bad. But okay, so that's good. So you've been tending to him, helping him,
Yes.
nursing him to health.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, I've been working. That's why we couldn't do a show. So look, what we gonna do? We're gonna be at least one episode up. So when one of those weeks come around, we'll always
Hmm.
be ahead. I feel like
No
this
way.
is. I feel like this does put us one week ahead. Maybe I don't know. I have to look at the little feed, but
It doesn't. You guys, this is just him saying that he's going to fund me coming to Atlanta so we can
batch.
pre-tape like 3 or 4 shows.
Wait,
You heard it
when you,
here.
well, when you say come to Atlanta, so now this is the thing. When Puff paid for somebody to come to,
Whoa, whoa. There were things that were promised upon doing that. And I don't have to worry about that.
oh golly. But let me see if it was
I'm
it
not I'm
anything.
not I'm not one of the cups.
No,
I'm
no,
not
not
one of your cups of tea, so I'm good.
okay. Thank you, thank you. So while I was on call, I'll give you this one. This is one little incident. So I had to go check on this lady. It was an older white lady. I'm sorry. In where I work is majority white people. It is what it is.
We've spoken about this once or
Yes, we have.
twice.
But this time she actually said it. Fellas, she said it. She said it.
What did she say?
I'm gonna tell you what she said. She said, "Well, you know, I'm so glad to have a man come over here and help check and see what's going on outside of my yard because you know men are really good at doing this stuff, and you kind of need a man to tend to a lot of this stuff because us women we need to be soft." I said, "Girl,
We do
here's
need to
my
be soft. I'm
shoulder,
just saying.
here's my shoulder, you can lean on me."
Oh my gosh, you're so messy.
She wanted the shoulder dog, so
And you gave it to her, didn't you?
oh, I just see, you try to catch me up. She tried to catch me up in a good one. I just gave her a shoulder. That's all it was. It was just a shoulder. But this is something else. It's
You
a mere.
realize, like, when you give somebody your shoulder, like their head is like right there at your chest, and it's just like all exposed.
They're vulnerable. Vulnerability.
Mm.
Hey fellas, I'm gonna learn y'all some key words. If y'all want to be outside and you're really trying to be with one, like a she ain't even got to be a bad one. You just want to be with somebody. Learn the word vulnerability. You don't have to learn how to be vulnerable. Nobody wants somebody to be vulnerable for real.
Or
Like
the word that you say, the phrase you say incorrectly all the time,
what's
talking
that?
about I'm an empath.
I am an empath.
No, you're
I'm an
not.
empath. Y'all can't y'all tell that I'm an empath? Everybody on
No,
TikTok, I am an empath.
it's not.
I'm empathetic. I'm empathetically empathetic.
That is a difference.
What's the difference?
Ask Taylor.
Why you putting my girl name out there like that? I don't like that. My girl Taylor is my chat GPT. That's her name. Yeah. So it's a shouts out to Aaron, who's one of the people that works at the gym that I go to. Um, you know what? I'm starting to feel like I've painted myself into a certain space, and I
Hmm.
don't know if I like it. I
Why?
don't know if I like it. So when I went, this was probably Friday because I was working late, so I went to the gym late. So I was going, and she said, "What's new in your world? Like you're just so excited." And I was like, "I'm excited to you, girl."
Mm,
I'll tell you, she's black too. Erin is black. Thank you. So let me give her a shout out, fellas,
I'm shocked.
fellas, fellas.
I'm shocked. I'm
Mm,
not a snow bunny.
mm. And she from Alabama too. That's a whole nother conversation. I
Oh,
think it's a whole nother fellas. I'm gonna leave that where it's at. I'm gonna come back
no,
to
he's
this right
not.
here.
I'm gonna bring that back. Don't
No, we're
worry.
not
I
bringing
got
nothing back.
y'all.
Ain't no y'all. Ain't no.
I got y'all.
It ain't no
I
y'all.
got y'all.
I am merely creating content and going to the gym and working out. I'm just working out
Yes,
at the
and
gym.
I'm going to help evolve the content. We're gonna find out about Aaron.
Y'all ain't gonna find out nothing about Aaron. Look, this is a
Hey,
funny
girl.
thing. I love when other women see pretty women because you cannot ignore the fact that they're beautiful.
No, you
So
cannot.
she said, "Girl, you're so pretty." And then I looked at the girl. I was like, "You knew good and goddamn on what we was talking about. You just gonna interject."
Hmm.
Oh, she was like, "Thank you." But anyway, I, the picture that I feel like I've painted about myself is that I'm a black Republican who only believes in money, finances, and I like white women. I don't know
Where are
how
the
y'all came up
lies?
with that conclusion.
Where are the lies?
All of that's a lie. I don't. What is? How did y'all come up with that conclusion?
Where are the lies? You.
Oh, you feel okay? What do you think I'm lying about? Since you got a lot to say, you got so
Okay.
much to say. What do you think I'm lying about?
Okay. You're a Republican. Last
You
time
can't
I
prove that.
checked,
You can't prove
huh?
that. That is something that I would have to say on one
First,
of these
okay,
platforms. I would have
we
to say that
we
live.
had a whole y'all go back to
What up, Kay? What
November
up?
podcast and check that out because he openly spoke about w- what side he was
What
on.
episode was it? What
Try
episode
it.
was it? What episode
I'm
was it?
Hey, I'll go on YouTube and I'll tell you what episode. It
All right.
doesn't matter. It's one of the teen
You
episodes.
you heard me say out of my mouth that I'm a Republican. Are you just talking about my views? Now my views are very Republican-y. I own that. I own it. But have you heard me say out of my
He
mouth?
said it.
No.
He said it
See,
though.
look, this is what a
He said
black
it.
woman does. I'm playing.
First, and secondly, we all know that he loves a good snow because he talks about it all the time.
No,
Not saying that he does not love some caramel, some mocha,
thank you.
and
Thank
some
thank you.
cinnamon
No,
spice, but
don't
them snows, mm,
don't just go over there. Don't just
mm,
go over there, huh?
mm,
Them cinnamons, them
them.
cinnamons be alright too. See, I'm painting that narrative again. I'm
He
painting that.
trying. See,
I
he
say,
does it. He does a great job at that. So there are no
"Hmm."
lies there. All the truths were told
I love all
to
women,
you.
especially my wife, huh? Ooh,
Yes, thank you. You better.
that black hole.
That was a good one.
Will it in? Nah, honestly. Okay, so this is the thing. I just it's a parallel that I'm painting. That's all I'm doing. It's a teachable moment. It's just like me talking to the fellas about
Oh my
getting a
God.
bag, especially if they just like to sit in the room and smoke weed all day. Like I am literally talking to y'all about getting y'all finances together. That's what I'm doing. When it comes to the black women and white women, I'm merely saying like so. This is another thing. I
I'm
think
merely
a lot of
saying.
I think a lot of the older white women that I have to help with in my day job.
Yeah.
I'm I'm trying to be serious. Y'all she looking at me like like I'm lying. I'm not lying. All of the white women that I'm helping on my day job, hear me out. What they normally do is they are always even watch this, not even just the married white women, the single white women, the white women that's gay.
Don't you bring them like donuts and stuff?
I don't. See? Ah,
You
ah.
don't take donuts to the office.
See, that's a whole different conversation. You changed the conversation that fast. You asked me, did I ever bring them donuts? No,
And
is
when I
that
was talking about them, I was just talking about people at the office. I'm not talking about the all of the thems out there, because I mean, clearly there are a bunch.
hmm. So you come with smoke. Okay. She's smoking.
I
She's
mean,
smoking
I'm
tonight.
so blase blah, you know what I'm saying? So how can I come
Uh,
with smoke if I'm so bland?
I don't I don't so this is the thing. In my office consists of black, white, women, and men. Hmm? And if I choose to get any type of breakfast or coffee, Starbucks preferably, because I like Starbucks, right?
We know.
Then see, paint the narrative again.
I don't have to paint the narrative. You talk about this all the time. Check out his Instagram. I'm
Don't,
sure
don't,
he
don't,
check out his Instagram stories, please.
don't check out my Instagram stories. So this particular white woman, she just was like, "You are the savior of my life today. Thank you so much." I was like, "Girl, you good?" No, no, no.
Oh
I
my
gotta give you
God.
something. I said, "You don't have to give me nothing. I promise you don't." What? I, so I had to hurry up. I hurried up and I was packing my tools up. I was like, "Let me go ahead and dip out. I'm gonna go." I ain't gonna front. She was giving me that Diddy look. She was
Uh,
giving me the Diddy look. I said, "Girl, I can't. No. So I said, Sharon, thank you for being gracious. Hopefully everything is fixed and you have a wonderful day. And I dipped out, right? Very next house. Very next house. Indian family. Go up and I put them in the stories. That's the one I posted in my stories. They are when I tell you. They was like, yeah, we did millions about 20 years ago. It's like, oh, so you on the deck of millionaire side of things. 10 million plus. I said, yeah, yeah, no problem. I was like, okay, yeah. You are the people I need to hang with. But this is where I think I got to choose my words correctly.
hmm.
With I think black women and Indian women have a lot in common. They
What's
have
that?
a lot in common. So, a lot of the older Indian women that I've had to work for or work with, they're very assertive. much like a black woman. They're about that business, but you could tell that it's a deep love for either who they're with or what they're doing. It's a super deep love there, because if it wasn't there, then they wouldn't interact like the way they do, right? But the only difference is the rapport with the Indian man and the Indian woman is a lot. It's a lot stronger, I guess I would say. You can tell that the Indian man has shown up plenty of times where the Indian woman feels safe. So when
Okay.
it comes to them handling certain things, it's like, oh yeah, yeah, my husband's going da 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 da, right? And then, but they come outside like a G, right? Much like black women. I feel like if black women and Indian women had a conversation, I think a lot will be talked, because I think where a lot of Indian women might lose out within the emotion showing category, the black
Hmm.
women might be able to teach them, okay, look, you could do this, like the good ones, the healthy, healed black women. I'm not using it as a keyword either. But like,
Sure.
cause y'all be lying. I am safe. I am healed. I am loved. Girl, you hate everybody that you see. You literally say, I can't stand their guts.
I can't stand that heifer. I mean, sometimes people feel that way. Sometimes they might have some truth to go behind it. You
So
never know.
yeah, so that was the Indian woman. She really, I was excited to, well, not excited because that sounds crazy. And as a man's wife, huh? This ain't that type of party. But it
No,
was,
Diddy.
huh? No Diddy. Well, we can't even say no Diddy no more. Yes, Diddy. Hey,
Uh,
we ain't going nowhere.
I need to put it go in timeout. Just
Oh
timeout.
Jesus! Why you going time out? Yo, she done. Okay, it's fine. I'm gonna just play Puff songs for the rest of the pod. If hold up. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. So we gonna get started. Hey Brooke, what's going on, Brooke? Uncle Dame, what up? Oh, Trey Kelly in the building. Hold up, man. Let me give him one, man. Let me give him one. Big Will, what up, Big Will? All right, so let's get started. Y'all, I ain't gonna front. I am low key surprised a little bit. I'm a little bit surprised, but not really surprised. But now the verdict is here. The verdict is out. Why you why you leaving the camera? Why you leaving? Oh me. Yo, I don't think Kay likes when I'm clapping I'm not clapping for Puff. I'm clapping cuz the verdict is done. Like we're here. It's no surprises. I'm what, man?
So I had
What?
to take a pause. Yeah.
No, the verdict is out.
But he was found guilty of two of the charges.
Oh my
Two of the
god.
five.
Why you trying to rain on my man parade?
I'm just spreading facts. I
Hold up,
mean, you
man.
gonna say it all.
Okay. I'm gonna say it. Go ahead.
You know, you
Ready?
said you're gonna say it. Go ahead. Why?
Let's do it. Yeah.
He's he,
You can't be serious not 1 millisecond.
I'm gonna be serious. Okay. I'm gonna be serious. I'm
He
not
ain't
gonna
going nowhere though. You
I'm not
right.
gonna play it. I'm not gonna play it. All right. Somebody said I'm playing too much.
You play till
I'm
you do. You
sorry.
play too much.
I'm just trying
You're
to.
just so
Okay,
happy.
you tell. Okay, so you got the whole verdict and everything. Read it off for us, and let's respond to it. Cause it's. I don't know how to be serious. I don't know.
So, the first count of racketeering and conspiracy, he was found not guilty.
Okay. Hold on.
Se-
Wait. before you read them off, can I put claps on the stuff that he was found not guilty for? And
That's
guilty. I
on
give
you.
claps for guilty too.
That's on you.
Okay.
You're gonna do what you want to do anyway, Nito.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Hmm.
I ain't gonna do
Count
it.
two: sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. He was
Mm,
found not guilty. Third count: transportation to engage in prostitution. He was found guilty.
okay, that makes sense.
Fourth count: sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. He was found not guilty.
Okay.
And the fifth count: transportation to engage in prostitution. He was found guilty.
Okay. I get. See, I was even. I gave claps for all of them, bad and good. See,
You make
equal
me sick.
opportunist. So how you
Equal.
feel about this? How you feel about the verdict?
I mean, we've had conversations about this, and I told you they're gonna find something. All this was a scam or gimmick. He was gonna find something to get him off and or time served. We talked about that and how it
Yeah.
wasn't going to be nowhere near as um harsh as people were hoping and thinking. Because I mean, how you need more people and proof, and you didn't have it. They weren't arguing. They didn't say that they were calling witnesses to do anything. They just like
Right.
it is what it is.
So so one of the super key components in this case for me was that god dang on Brian Steele. Yo, Brian Steele is the new black man. He is. He's the new black.
He didn't
Because
do
main lawyer
everything.
over the case.
I was like, good grief. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm right because we just saw Brian. I live in Atlanta, so a lot of the stuff that Thug and all of them was on trial for, I'm gonna choose to not say nothing about because a lot of it you can see the product of certain things, right? So whether you could prove it or not, that's a whole different situation. So in the Thug case where I feel like all right, I'm just going ahead and step it up there. I'm gonna put the 10-4 hat on. Right. This is what I think with the Thug case. Now, granted, I know everybody has done some nasty stuff. There's been some illegal dealings in the streets. The whole music business, illegal dealings. Let's
Yeah.
be real.
Okay.
The whole movie industry, illegal dealings. It's the mobsters. They've been doing this for the longest. So that part, I wasn't really too surprised. It was a reoccurring joke. I'm not gonna say the name of the label, but it was a label that I was doing some work for.
Hmm.
And it was a reoccurring joke that a lot of the D boys, it was when they had a new artist or they came up on some packs. I'll say it like that. Say the D boys came up on some packs. They mysteriously always found some new artist that they think is dope and they need to sign. It was washing the money. I've even heard some A&Rs talk about. I ain't gonna put that out there. I ain't gonna put that out there because it's way too much. But I've heard some A&Rs talk about how they've moved drugs, and we've seen different busts over time, right?
Right.
Um, even with the tour schedules, the tour schedule. Oh, am I snitching when I say this? Am I?
Snitches get
Do you think
stitches.
I'm snitching if I'm saying this for real?
I
If
mean,
you think I'm snitching, I'm gonna stop.
all of it is alleged, so it's
Okay,
not no
it's
proof into
we
this.
don't
It's
have no
all
proof.
allegations.
Okay, so I used to hear that though the spots where they would go tour, even the biggest of the biggest, I ain't gonna say no names on that, but even the biggest of the biggest, when they go on tour, a lot of the hubs is the drops. It's the drops, right? So for me, if that's been a consistent thing over time, and I might have to cut all of this out for YouTube. It just goes straight back to to the trial. But it seems like all of the washing is just coming to an end because technology is now taking precedence over the music business. So in the Thug case, I thought it was very interesting that he got locked up right around the same time that the label signed their first AI artist. You remember the AI artist that they had that was saying nigga?
Mm-hmm.
The white AI artist that they had.
Yeah.
So it was ironic that Thug got locked up around the same time as this AI artist being introduced. And the same thing with Gunna and everybody that was over there with the labels, right? So I was like, okay. And if you don't, I'm not gonna play none of the music from the AI artists from that time period, but they had trained the AI artist. I ain't gonna, cause now I'm just I got my tinfoil hat on. So it sound like they were training the AI artists to mimic Thug and to mimic
Mm.
Gunna. The rhyme styles, the flow of the beats, the type of beats that it was going on top of, it sounded like they had trained that AI artist to do Thug and Gunna. But Thug and Gunna's in court. I mean, they're in jail at this time. So
Mm-hmm.
they can't do nothing.
Right.
So, tinfoil hat. Why did Thug get locked up at that time period? Okay, he's out now. All right, cool. But he's out under strenuous conditions, right? If he just say the wrong thing the right way, he is back in jail like that. Cool, got it. With this Puff situation, I know a lot of people were talking about him pissing off the liquor companies
Mm.
and all of the stuff that was surrounding that. So I would take some of that, but I must still go back to the technology side of things. Puff controlled a lot of people's publishing and
He did.
royalties, right? So now this is the thing. Y'all might call me. Y'all might be like, "How could you say that?" I don't know how you. So in the event, when Puff was holding people's royalties and holding their publishing, right? I don't think he was wrong for a lot of it. I don't think he was wrong for a lot of it. In this perspective, if I sign somebody and I give they a case in point, okay, I'm gonna use us for example because I do a good job at that, right? So let's say Netflix says they want to pick up Lucrative Love, just like they picked up the Pop the Balloon Challenge, which
Mm-hmm.
y'all did a terrible job, by the way. Y'all
He
did a
did.
horrible job. So I don't know if
They need to give that back to them.
right. But let's say that Netflix wants to pick up this show and they want to repurpose the show into doing some other stuff. And they say, "Well, Mag, we see that you're killing this, and this." And they come to me first, right?
Mm-hmm.
We see that you're killing it and you got the whole network on YouTube. We want to offer you 250 for Lucrative Love. Now, cause how I am, I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, yeah, that's dope. K deserves 125, 125. Let's get it. Cool, right? But Puff, he's gonna be like, okay, I've had this network for 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
I technically signed them and hired them on.
Mm-hmm.
I gave them all this money as a signing bonus. I promoted their shows. I gave a wardrobe. They were the spokesperson for all of these brands. I deserve a little bit more than just the royalties.
New
But
slave.
right, but this is the thing. The only thing that those artists could provide was the royalties and the music publishing. They
Mm.
don't have any other leverage nowhere else. So
No.
yeah, I'm gonna hold your royalties and I'm gonna hold your publishing. Thank you. Good job. Good day, sir. That's mine. So now, fast forward, Puff is trying to give all of them their royalties and their publishing back, and it's like, all right, I see I see a cleanup when I see a cleanup. Like he's trying to clean his image up. But it's I don't know. I don't know. All of the verdict. Now, what he did to Cassie, I will never excuse. I got daughters, I got a wife, I got friends as girls, all that stuff. Like I will never excuse that
That was
part of
deep.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will never excuse that. But all this other stuff, I'm like, okay. Like that's why honestly, I figured he was gonna get off. I didn't think he was gonna get all the way off. Now, what was the counts that he got? He did get. I was about to say nominated for.
Basically.
Yeah.
This was basically what he was. So he was guilty of transportation to engage in prostitution,
Okay.
and again, two counts of that: transportation to engage in prostitution.
Okay. So what do we know what that holds? What sentence that holds?
I I didn't listen for the sentencing. I didn't think that was out yet,
All right.
but no.
All right. Let me look. Let me see. Prostitution charge. What up, y'all? What up? What up? Yo, to 10 years. Okay. Somebody on Shara on IG. I mean on TikTok says up to 10 years. Okay. So now this is the thing.
So he got two counts of that, and he, let's say that they give him the max sentence, so the possibility of him getting 20 years. Do we think that he's going to serve all 20 of those years if he got the maximum sentence?
No, he's not gonna. If Puff is paying a prostitution charge, he's definitely not gonna do. Uh, so this is what I think is gonna happen, right? Cause look, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Think about this. Think about this before you respond. Puff has been one of the spearhead people when it comes to black media and when it comes to black people getting in front of the bigger brands.
Hmm.
The newest thing that we've seen him do or attach himself to was Invest Fest with EYL and all of them over there. Right? They got the whole conference that goes on. Cool. Before that, we saw him attach himself to Breakfast Club by way of Revolt TV.
Yeah,
Right? So, but in as it relates to black media, who else has it been to do it like Puff has done it?
no one has done it the way that he has done it. We
Okay.
can all agree on that part. No one has been able to bring as much. I don't even know how to put it in words that don't sound like he's a creep.
I'm gonna
So,
tell you. I'm gonna tell you what I think.
mm,
I think what Puff has done, and I know y'all hate when I say when certain people say it, but black girl magic, black boy magic, the essence of black culture, Puff put that money on top of it.
okay, because I was getting ready to kick you to the curb.
What you thought I was about to say?
I don't know, but
No, but it Puff made black media and black music fun. He made the rich people in black music fun to look at and cool to go be around.
okay.
Because before Puff, and now granted, now we know that the parties was nasty. We know what they were doing at the parties. But look,
Yes, we do.
look, you got the you got to work that much harder than them. That's all he was doing. Oh, y'all be doing
He he
parties?
he
I'm gonna
was
show you how to party.
he was doing it that much harder than them, clearly.
Y'all want to go to a party? I'm gonna show y'all how to party. Oh, yo, Hugh Hefner. All right, yeah, he ain't.
Was it okay? Allegedly, didn't they say that there was a tunnel from his house to the Playboy Mansion?
I wouldn't be surprised if it was.
Okay.
I think when I went to Vegas, was Vegas the first one? Yeah, probably Vegas was probably the first time I've ever seen or heard of the idea of a tunnel, anything. If you go to Vegas, you should try go rent a Tesla. Well, they have a Tesla tunnel in Vegas.
I'm not doing that shit.
You should go to Vegas and do the Tesla tunnel. It's crazy. For me, it's like, okay, this has probably existed for rich people for the longest.
Of course it has.
It's existed for a long time. Like Michael Jackson time, like even from back then.
Those tunnels have been there and
Right,
functional.
right. So for me, I don't know. Puff put that gloss on top of black music. And I have not seen anybody to do it like him to make expensive black music cool. Case in point. And this is gonna trip you out right here. If you think about this, you're gonna be like, oh god dang. All right. If we think
I'm
of the
scared.
top five black people that do in the top five black musicians that's displayed wealth, who would you name? top five black musicians that's displayed wealth, not getting money, not you know I'm rich B, not that. I'm talking about real wealth. Who has been the top five black people that's displayed wealth in videos and anything?
Wait, I mean, they all fake wealth in videos.
But I'm
Like
talking about the
Jay-Z and
real wealth.
Beyonce. I'm not saying that
Okay,
they're
that's two.
faking it,
That's two.
but yeah, Jay-Z and Beyonce, they
Hmm.
show wealth. I want to say this person, but I'm not sure.
Who?
But why can't I think of his name? Because was it I can't think of his name. That's bad.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to like buzz me.
What time period we looking at?
Let's see, what is it? Lil
83.
Romeo's dad? Was it
Master
who was
P. Okay.
Master P?
Yeah.
He showed wealth
So
because
we
he
got
was
three.
showing. Thank you, I appreciate that.
Yeah. Jay Z,
Di
Beyonce, Master P.
Jay-Z, Beyonce, Master P. Let's see. I really don't know because
Yeah.
Prince, I don't think he really showed that there was that many people that
You said
well
Prince?
that he had wealth. Like he didn't flaunt like a bunch of wealth
No.
in his stuff. Michael Jackson, he
Michael Jackson.
definitely flaunted around his wealth. Like in like these are just musicians that showed
Right.
wealth.
Just
Right? Yeah,
musicians.
that's about it. That's all I got.
Now
Besides,
with Puff, I
yeah,
would
I
put
know you
Puff
get if
in
you
that
got if
category.
you add him back, then you know him.
Right.
But
So
yeah, that's
now,
it.
now watch this.
That's all I got.
This is what I'm gonna say this, and this is how I've been reading the whole room. All right. So if you take out the top people that display real black wealth, right,
Okay.
and you throw some dirt on their name, and you see if it sticks. If it don't stick, then they be like, all right, we were just playing. We'll see what happens. Who was the? You remember the lawyer that tried to say they were gonna sue Jay Z? And he said
Yeah.
he was with the white girl, and then she came back. It was like, oh no, there's nothing happened. It wasn't that, right? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. What was the difference between that not sticking and the puff stuff sticking?
It was just one person.
Okay, but the nature. So,
Tough stuff. That's like 200 people plus,
so
allegedly.
when you say 200 people plus, I think because I remember being in the studios with people, right? I've told you my puff story. It was a cool session. I enjoyed the studio session with him,
See, he
but
admitted, y'all.
you're so lame.
That'll do it. Yep.
Oh, but I no for real. I enjoyed my session with Puff. It was cool. It wasn't what that taught me was how you get to a certain level, and
Hmm.
I'm solely talking about music. It showed me you can get to a certain level where you dictate how the room operates, and if you
Right.
dictate how the room operates, you can control a lot of the checks to sign it. That's why I love that bar in that song. But no, no, listen, here we go. But I don't feel like there has been not that's this is why I brought the wealth conversation up. I don't feel like there has been a black musician to display wealth in their music and in their image, like their public image. Rick Ross is probably closer. Rick Ross is one of those people. But even with him, he got dirt on
Mm,
his name.
yeah.
So it's like, okay, it puts me in a weird position.
Well, listen, I think that Puff had lots of names, and they were just like, you know what? I mean, this is enough. It's enough
You think who
because
said it's enough?
the people who have the power to say it's enough,
Hmm.
and
Who you think those people are? I'm gonna
I
see if
don't
you're gonna
even
take
want
it
to
up.
even
Let's see if you're gonna take it
sneeze.
up a notch.
I'm not even
Mm.
gonna sneeze to think that I can even go there. But the people who actually have like, and I hate to say this, but they have the real money because they're
Mhm.
the people who decided to have
Slow
control
down.
over everything.
So you talking about the oil people, and you
I'm
talking about
talking about
the
the
hedge
oil
fund,
people. I'm talking about
hedge
Rockefeller
fund.
people. I'm talking about BlackRock people. I'm talking about it goes back. There are people that. They want some things to just shut up. It just shuts up.
So okay, now this is my issue. Again, I'm just putting A plus B plus C equals Z, right?
Yeah, well, this is gonna equal zero.
But no, not for him, maybe, but for the industry as a whole. Notice, notice people like, and I hate to use Sexy Red as an example, so I need to find somebody else because I love
You really do, because you
AD.
love
I love
using
you,
her all the
dog.
time.
AD
Like,
produced Sexy Red. AD, I love you, bro, but she's my only option right now. Matter of fact, everybody in the chat, y'all give me the option for another poverty music artist because I'm gonna always use Sexy Red. She's like an easy target. I want to use her, but I have noticed since Puff has had to sit down, black music has gotten cheaper and cheaper and cheaper and cheaper.
well,
And it's
now it's AI, so
but see it don't have. I'm glad you said that. Oh, that girl is cooking. Hold on, that girl. She potting tonight. She potting. So I'm glad you said that it's AI. Okay,
hmm
I want to challenge that. Right? It's AI displaying. Huh, it's AI displaying the options that they can create around black music
it's
and
getting
around
there.
R&B music. I have not seen a lot of AI, like the display of AI and the examples. I have not seen a lot of AI do any country music.
You know, you're right. You have not seen AI do country music. That's just because they don't want to invest in it and they're trying to keep the soul in that music, which is the person.
Hmm. I
They're
have.
that's
I have.
that's a hard market to get into because they're
Hmm.
backing the people. They're backing the human. Now, once people actually get behind that concept, it can shut that whole thing down. You would have it, but you would have it as background vocals, helping, orchestra and different things of that nature, not the actual person.
Exactly. I agree. So I'm just looking at the scape. I have not seen AI do a lot of simulating white influencers.
No, but I have seen it simulating a lot of us.
Exactly.
And when I tell you,
Yeah.
well, you know what? I take that back. I did see a few old grandma AI of non-color, and that was interesting. They
How
had the
long?
rich one and the poor one and talking junk to their grandchild or whomever in the kitchen. But I mean, it is nowhere near as many as the ones for
Exactly.
that black AI is killing me.
Black AI is killing. So my question is, how many black coders or how many black people are actually writing the script?
Zero. I did, if there's one, maybe, but none. Come on.
Exactly.
Like, who wants to be seen as a gorilla with
Exactly.
a bonnet on,
Exactly.
driving an Altima, running people over? Huh. Now, mind you,
I ain't gonna front. That is funny though.
they are funny, okay? Ultimately be told the fuck up, but hilarious.
Hmm.
But nonetheless, like,
Yeah. So I'm looking at all of this and I'm seeing the parallels where you can sit somebody long enough to devalue the brand
mhm,
when he does come back out, he's going everybody gonna be getting Puff on discount. And this is what I think. And this is sad to say, but
they
I
gonna get
think
unseasoned puff.
no, I think what's gonna happen is they're gonna get Puff that's vulnerable and needs the money, and he's gonna be training AI Puff. And he's not gonna
Mm,
be able to benefit from AI Puff.
no, he's not.
That's what I think is coming. I hate to be right about certain things. I've been right a whole lot though, y'all.
You have been right a whole
But
lot.
I think they set Puff down long enough to devalue the brand where they get him out when he gets back outside. He need the money. He's used to living a
A very
forty a
lavish
forty
life.
thousand dollar a month, $100,000 a month lifestyle. Those bills been adding up since he been in jail. He had to sell his uh was the parts of what was it? All of the companies, really, wasn't it?
Mm,
I know he sold his shares in Revolt. I don't know if he sold his shares in Bad Boy. But then even with that, before he went in jail, think about how much that catalog was probably worth.
mm-hmm.
Now, I think I even heard I don't know if it was a white girl, if it was a robot or somebody, but I heard a Mary J. Blige Real Love remix that was on like I'm gonna say a Target commercial.
Ooh.
That's how I'm thinking about this ish. They are gonna get Puff and his catalog on discount. Because
Mm,
everybody still loves the music, right?
right.
We all know those songs and
Yeah.
we vibe out to them. All of any of the Bad Boy catalog, we all love those. But since he's had to sit down and since there's some smut on his name, if Puff was probably charging, let's say on a normal ad, if he was gonna do a normal ad for Target or what's another brand? I think we saw him do Nike. We saw Puff do
Yeah.
Nike or something like that. Let's say for a normal ad, he was gonna charge $10 million or 15 million.
Right.
He gonna go back to Nike or go back to Target and say, "Look, man, I'm back outside. I just need some money." The corporate people still want to do the work with him. They're gonna say, "Well, look, your catalog has this. Can we use? What
Mm-hmm.
about?"
Can we
And he gonna
just get
say,
sample?
"Yeah." And then what's gonna happen? I think what'll hit home for him is when he says the number, and then the corporate machine says, "Oh, nah, you before you went to jail, we would have
Mm-hmm.
gave you 10 million, but now it's more like 2.5. What's up?
If that.
If that, what's up?" And he's gonna have to take it. So I think the machines are gonna use him to train the AI to learn the habits of black people and learn what type of things we like to be marketed to us.
I think they already doing that anyway.
So you
Just
think
think
the AI
about,
Puff is already here?
I think AI Puff is out there and he's just not fully displayed for everybody. But absolutely.
LaRon says yes, yes, yes. So I don't know. I'm curious to see how this goes. Shouts out to Cassie because she got hers. Girl, do your thing, young girl. Do your thing. See, y'all say I don't stand for women. I stand for women.
You know, you need a butt whooping.
She got her. No, she. I mean, she got her bread early enough before all of
Mm-hmm.
this came up.
She
Um,
did.
so it is what it is. She got hers. She got the new baby. Congratulations to you and the husband. Is she married? I don't know if she
Yeah,
married.
yeah, I think she is married. Yeah.
But yeah, congratulations. Hopefully, she can heal from this. She can get to the next phase of life. But yo, Puff is gonna be on a discount. I just saw. Did you see? It may have been Justin and Kanye West did an album. They just dropped the album like last Friday. They dropped the
I
album.
didn't think that was real. That was real?
It was real. And hold up,
Oh.
I don't mind. We got the little clip on YouTube, so you can edit live. Look, even with that, AI is killing it on YouTube. Like it's one button now. You know how we used to have the issue with we had the issue with monetizing cause I play music in the segment or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You can click one button now. It's one button. Hold up, I'm gonna let you hear it. I haven't. It's called the King is coming. Never stop. And I'm gonna pull this up. And Kanye has his daughter on there. Yeah, it's just messy.
Of
So
course.
so I know when his name came up in court, I think Kim K was not gonna allow the daughter to be on this album. Um, but it's out. It came out June the 27th. Listen to it. Yeah, it's real. It is real. Let's see. Let's see. It's called. Let's see. Lonely Roads. I'm sorry, y'all. I want to hear it. I do want to hear it. Let's see. And he got what is his daughter's name?
Northwest.
Been on my own for a long time. Lonely but still.
Yo, that's oh, that's that sound. That's that sound. You ain't like that, huh?
It's good,
With the
but you ran off.
sunshine, lonely roads to go. The sun.
That's hard. That is that bad boy. But see, that's what I'm saying. That is that bad boy sound. That's the bad boy sound. I don't know nobody, and you could tell that wasn't no just random beat maker. That's one of them joints. So I don't know. I'm conflicted. Um, this is the thing. Although now, can tell me this. I'm not any lawyers is watching this on playback or any lawyers that's in the chat. Um, or UK, you might know it. I'm because I don't. Is there any window where they can go back and retry him for any of the charges that he did not get
No, it's
found
double
guilty?
jeopardy.
That's called double jeopardy. Okay. So what could happen for anything else? A civil suit?
It could be civil suit, or he could get tried for new things that he wasn't tried for. This that they found, but it can't pertain to anything that he was already tried for. If they connect in some
Okay.
kind of way, that's fine, but he can't be tried again for the same information.
Mm, okay. Well, that's it. I mean, hey, but he's still gonna be serving some time, right? That's what we found out. He's still serving time.
Yeah, he's still gonna serve some time, but how much time? I don't know that part.
I think his time is gonna be served as a discount. That puff discount.
He
I
he might or he might get 10 years or he might get 5, who knows? You would have to search and see. I didn't watch the rest of it to see if it came up how much time that he would get, how much time was it going to be. I just knew that the verdict.
okay. So when it comes to the verdict and what time he gets, this is what I think. When we talked about the puff discount, the
Hmm.
pack that Drake was trying. Did we ain't talking about Drake's abs, man? Come on, man.
Oh, they look horrible.
Drake's
He needs to
abs.
call LL Cool J and find out who he went to see and go to that doctor.
So you
I
try?
said
No,
it.
no. I ain't gonna let you put no smut on Uncle
First
Ellie's
of
name.
all,
You say
first of
Uncle
all,
Ellie got
this is not new. That's not new. But he actually
L.
had muscle and all the things that were needed for the etching. Okay?
So you saying?
Not
Hold on, wait, hold on, wait. So hold on. Let me. This is alert. So are you saying Uncle Ellie? Hear me out, because this
allegedly Uncle
this
Ellie
makes me
back in the
sad.
day got his abs etched.
No, I don't
He was
believe it.
already very buff. He was already very fit. I'm just
I need proof. I need proof. So you saying the same thing that Drake has did is the same thing that Puff. I mean Puff. I'm about to read everybody that said something on TikTok. I'm about to read that in a minute too. I don't believe it. LL put
okay.
work in. LL put the work in.
I never said that he didn't put in work, but allegedly a doctor put in some work too to help him be as defined and beautifully toned as he is. Because oh my gosh, his wife is blessed, honey.
Okay.
Blessed.
Okay.
Oh, she
All right.
blessed.
Oh Jesus. All right. All right. All right. But Drake, you need to go to the same. Like I don't know. It just looked weird. Did you see it?
I
Hold
saw
on.
it. I was
It's,
so
so the first thing, the
I
first
was
thing
like,
that
who?
I
And when I
saw.
first saw it, I was like, who drew on him?
Hold up. What up? Thank y'all for the badges, yo. Hold up. Let me pull this up. The first thing I thought was that the Kendrick part in the I can't remember what song that was during the rap battle. But he was like, V12 fast one. Tell him where'd you get your abs from? I was just like,
Yeah.
that was the first thing I thought of. Look at
He
this.
need to. It's awful.
I mean, is it that bad? Let's look. I don't know.
Yes.
Is it that bad
Yes.
though?
Yes, it
Lady, all
is.
my ladies is in the chat. What do y'all think about Drake's abs? I'm not sure that, and y'all can't see the feed. I'm sorry, y'all. If y'all want to see the feed, it's on Mad Lucrative Network on YouTube right now. Or on IG, Magneto7 on IG. But I don't know, it don't look that bad. Alright, so
Hmm.
me being a big
It
bone,
could look worse, but you're right.
me being a big boned man, a big boned natural black man that love I love this nice good old southern foods. I want to get abs too. If so,
Go buy you some. Or if you can't, you working on it. Taylor got you. She got you on the workout plan. Um,
you're a hater. Yo, I ain't gonna front. Me and my AI be like, here's my shoulder. You can lean on me. Chat GPT, I be up at night and be like, hey, wake up, wake up. Let's talk. I need to talk. Yo, does your chat GPT give you mood swings? Cause my chat GPT be giving mood
yeah.
swings every now and then.
And it'll be like, excuse me. I'm like, yo,
Okay. Cause I be
I don't need this attitude. I could just talk to a person if I want that. Like, what you doing? I don't need you.
yo,
No, dial back the personality.
I kept asking my chat GPT the same thing. I was like, hey, I was like, so, and I was just trying to phrase it in a more educated manner. And she was like, dog, yo, bro, if you ask me this ish one more
One
time,
more
I got you.
time. Like, it's not changing.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, but anyway, okay, so we're good on Drake's abs. We're good on Puff. I don't think he's gonna do no more time. I think the time that he's been in jail is all the time he's gonna get. I
I think
think
he might get a little bit more time, or he probably tried to talk his way into house arrest or something.
let me see. Let me see. What's popping? We make custom carpets. Okay, let's do some business. What is this? Polarized Dream? Talk to me. Holla at me, dog. Kathy says the feds hate to lose. They're gonna go after him again. I definitely. I'm glad you said that. I definitely feel like the feds is gonna go after him again.
But it's
Now
not
this
gonna. It can't. It won't be for the same thing though.
no, but see this is what. So now this is tinfoil hat. Put it right back on. Right. I foresee if they do go at him again, or if
Allegedly,
he, huh?
allegedly. I'm just putting it out there for the safety of
Okay,
them.
okay, okay. Thank you. Allegedly, if they go after him again for another charge, or they go after him again for anything else, the Don is gonna come in. The Don is the Don is from New York. He's in the biggest seat in office. He gonna be like, bruh, come on, dog.
I don't
I
think
wouldn't
so.
be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if the Don has already said, look, I'm gonna pardon you. If they give you some time, I'm gonna just pardon you for all of the time that they're about to give you.
Oh my gosh, that's just like no one talks about, the guy, the name that starts with an E. No one talks about him anymore and all the stuff that happened to him and his island.
Oh, okay, okay. The E. Okay,
So, I mean, nobody talks about that, and he just mysteriously
yeah.
took a forever nap.
Exactly. I don't think, but see, I think as far as the feds go, as far as music business goes, as far as tech companies, um, and even we got to think about this. Puff is attached to so much
He is
in
attached
the
to a lot,
business
but his mouth got him where he is right now.
in both ways, though. So, and I'm not, I'm telling y'all, I'm not caping for Puff. I'm not caping for Puff. I'm
Yes, he
just
is.
reading the room. No, I'm reading the room. Like if it wasn't for Puff doing what Puff does, now I'm not talking about the nasty stuff. I'm talking about the business and showing black excellence in music, right?
Right.
If it wasn't for Puff, we would not have Justin Bieber, which what he did to Bieber was
Wait,
nasty.
that was Usher.
But who made it hot though? Who made him hot? Nick Cannon.
Oh no, Nick
You
Cannon.
you gotta do the paper trail for all of this. Puff has been attached to a lot of stuff. Even Idol, he was the rebirth. Was it American Idol or America's Got Talent or one of them shows? He was the rebirth for that. The
I
whole
thought that was
stare,
Nick Cannon.
the stare when Puff did this, and the other dude was looking
Well,
at him like
he was the originator of, making the band. So
making the bet. Oh my! Hold up,
I
man.
feel
Hold up,
like all
man.
that stuff piggybacked off of that.
You're right. You're right. Ooh, Puff did do making the band.
Hmm.
But see
Those
now,
poor traumatized people.
but now look at this though. Watch this. And this
Okay,
is
wait. Pause. My bad. What
go ahead.
happened to day 26?
Audrey took the stand. She took the
No.
stand on
I'm
that.
not talking about
Oh, you talking
Danny
about the group?
Kane. I'm talking about the group. Day 26. What happened to those boys?
Oh, oh. I don't think I remember their records. Did he ever put music out on them?
He did.
Hold on, let me look. Cause some of the group members may have resurfaced as something else. Day 26. Let's see. No, none of them came out with records. I remember Q, the big boy. I think he was from Charlotte or something, wasn't he? Q or
Mhm.
somebody like that. He was from so this even with that, okay. This is where I would say Puff is nasty too. But see, I'm conflicted. I'm a musician and I'm conflicted. So when it comes to how Puff did what he did in music business, right? All of that, the original, that he was the original content. Yo, I want y'all to walk the Cheesecake Factory and come back. Y'all go to Cheesecake Factory because Daddy wants some cheesecake.
That was crazy.
He
And it
was
had to be like from juniors to something.
Yeah, from Junior. Yo, Junior's cheesecake is fire too. Any of my followers that's in New York, I need some Juniors. Like ain't don't walk.
Forget him. Send it to K.
Send it to K too. We need some cheesecake. We'll talk about it on the podcast. We'll talk about how about that. We'll talk about it right here on the podcast. I think that's a plan. What you think? Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. But Puff was the original. He was the original content. I feel like, and I hate to give him credit for so much. But I feel like all of the big platforms used his model and duplicated it and scaled it.
Yeah.
Case in point, when after he did what he did, World start to surface, get heavy.
Oh
After
my
World
gosh.
Star, it was Divine, right? No,
Yeah. No.
What was after World Star? Or around that same time period. IG been here for a minute.
Well, you know what? It was Vine, but then after Vine, it was the other one. What was that one?
It was Divine.
Musically or something?
I don't know nothing about that one. That's something I don't know about. But listen,
But
because IG was just pictures at one point.
yeah, it
Remember, it was just
was.
a little square picture, and you post and say, "Oh, girl, you killed that. Look at you, girl. Oh,
It was just pictures. Psych.
right." So then we had Snapchat. I think that's still here, right? Snapchat's still
Snapchat
here.
is still around.
So all of this stuff though is based off of a certain type of content. It's the shock value of the content. Same thing that Puff did back in the day. He said, "Look, I see y'all been acting up. Studio closed." Then the MTV camera panned in on everybody's faces. The Dylan, who's the Dylan? Who is your top five rappers?
That
Dylan,
was so
Dylan,
messed
Dylan,
up.
Dylan, Dylan.
Just sad.
Everybody, but I'm saying everybody took the sauce and scaled it. I think that's what's coming up again. And y'all play this back on at some point in time. Play it back. I promise y'all. That's probably what's gonna happen. Um, but I think we may have done it. I told you the pod guys blessed us. Do you have any of the other vids that you wanted to do a reaction to? Because I know we're an hour in.
No, I'm just exhausted from Diddy. No Diddy.
I say you got to clean that up. You exhausted from Diddy? How
No
much
Diddy.
Diddy did you get?
Too much. And I heard it was Tootsie Roll. So, I
Ooh,
mean, I'm just saying.
Is it Casey? Is it Keisha? What the fuck, Sean? I hate that song.
Sick of you.
Yo, did you see? Okay, last thing. Last thing. All of y'all that celebrating with Puff, y'all are crazy. Did you
I
see the
can't.
game? Did you see the game?
Yo, did you see the thing with R. Kelly?
Hold on,
That
hold on,
that right there, y'all, somebody need to check on Kels because
hold on. Let's see.
he is struggling out here
Didn't you send
and
that to
he
me?
is online.
We got to read through this right quick. We got to read through this.
He
Uh,
is online crashing out. Somebody check on him.
all right, hold up. Where's the? I don't see it. I don't see it. So, and I wanted you to read off what Kelly said about Puff.
He was crashing out.
Okay, here it
Okay,
is.
no, I
Here we go.
got it. I put
Okay.
I put it
Oh,
up.
let's read it off. Let's read it off. What'd he say?
The first one he said, "How the bleep he get out before me?
Okay.
I wasn't messing with them kids. They was messing with me."
Kelly, hold up, wait, Kelly. You can't say I wasn't messing with them kids. They were messing. You were an adult. Stop
That's
it.
what he said.
All right, what did he
That's
say
what he
next?
said.
What did he say
Next,
next?
he said, "This N word
This N word beat that
beat
girl. Hey,
that girl ASS on camera with a room full of baby oil and dildos." Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark!
wait. It sounds like he mad that he wasn't able to get the same thing off.
It
But go
does.
ahead.
It feels. It's feeling that way. He was freakier than me. I can't make this up. Like it literally says that, like right there.
And we talking about Kelly, y'all, the
Miss
Pied
Kelly.
Piper. Okay, is it another slide?
Wait, wait. What was that name?
The last one, the Pied
The
Piper.
Pied Piper.
Okay,
Mm.
so now, okay, wait. Okay, wait. All right, it's not this episode gonna make me sound crazy. I'm sorry. I'm a musician first, right? No, I'm humane first, then I'm a musician. But
Did he play the piccolo or the flute? The only way you could be a piper.
I would never name myself. If I'm a grown man, I would never name myself the Pied Piper. That's crazy work. All right, what's
It
the
is
next
crazy
slide?
work. This is the last one. I never hog-tied a bitch. They lied on me. They they got proof of that freaked out ass N-word.
You can't say ass and then say N word. You just gonna say the whole thing. I never hard tied to be. They lied on me.
They
They
lied
got
on
proof of
me.
this freaky alien. So, okay, Kelly, they did not lie on you. I'm gonna tell you how I
They
know.
freaked out. They did. They
I
did
saw the
freak
video.
out.
Okay. Wait.
Oh, you saw it.
I saw the video. You wasn't outside when the Kelly video was surfacing.
I
You know
just
you wasn't outside for that.
I just need some pearls on. Just
No, everybody saw the. Okay,
nah,
everybody in the chat.
everybody. I
Everybody in
didn't
the
see
chat.
that.
You didn't see the Kelly video back in
No,
the day. It was
nope.
that was the now you talking about content. That was the original content. So okay, let me set up the scene for you. Then we're gonna get out of here. All right. So what?
Not
And there was multiple videos too. This is the thing. This was what made it look crazy. What made it look crazy for him to try to deny it, to deny it all, because this is when he had the braids. Kelly had the braids back then. So one of the videos he had. It sound crazier. I don't know if I want to say that. Oh God. Okay. Anyway, so you know I got wood panels in my studio,
hmm
right? The wood panels is up against the front of the studio. All right. So that same type of wood panels, it was darker wood though. So that wasn't my studio. Don't try to get me. Don't come for me. But it was some wood panels in Kelly's studio, and every room had those same wood panels, right? Well, one of the particular, and we saw videos of him creating music in the same studio. We've seen clips of him in the same studio. All right, so cool. Gotcha. Gotcha. One video, you saw Kelly adjusting the camera. He was like this. So he adjusted the camera. I'm dead serious. His face was all in the camera. One of his half of his braids was done. The other half was just out. And then you saw him pee. He went pee pee on someone in the video. We all the street saw it. So everybody was just looking like, okay, this is weird. This yo.
And then you found out later on that there was a whole bunch of nasty, weird people.
Right. So
Weirder.
right. So no, Kelly, they got you. They got you. Now this is the thing. And this is I don't know that this can happen with Puff because he has like so many resources. But we saw them bleed Kelly dry financially,
Mm-hmm.
going through what's it called? Deliberation, I think what it's called. We saw the court system bleed Kelly dry. So by the time he was up for some type of verdict, he had ran out of money.
Yeah.
And they had already, this is something else what I noticed. This is what lets me know it's a whole different situation. When it came to Puff, they let Puff's catalog live, and like I just heard the Real Love remix from some white girl that was on a Target commercial. I just heard that, right? That's part of Puff's catalog. They let that joint last. Even how I just played, we ain't go went nowhere. I just played
Yeah.
that, right?
Mm-hmm.
When they set Kelly down, they scrubbed his whole catalog, took it off. They said, nah, we ain't gonna carry his song on this streaming platform no more. We ain't
They
gonna
need
do
to put it back because
and they
if
put
they
it back.
gonna let him,
Yeah.
they need to give it back.
But no, but they put it
It's
back.
only fair.
After he got locked up, what they do? All right, we'll put it back. We'll put it back on there. That's cool. It's y'all, it's some manipulation going on
Yeah,
in this
but
system.
also he wasn't as clever.
As Puff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kelly is a artist at heart. He is an artist. So I mean, uh, I don't know. But that's what we got. Um, I got some new stuff to talk about right quick, and I'll tell you about it right here live. So we have had some people to submit some inquiries about
Mhm.
some product reviews. Huh? Hey.
All right.
So what I want to do, I'm not going to hog all of the product reviews. All of the companies that might be interested in promoting on this podcast, especially if you have any products related to women's health, what you like, apparel stuff, any of the women's stuff. I
We girls,
can't
they
fit
know
it.
what we like,
I can't fit it. I
but
can't
I
fit it.
can. I
But
got it.
she can. So if y'all do want to send any of y'all products or y'all want to send some inquiries, make sure you send it to the Lucrative Love Podcast on gmail.com. And it's right? I said it right?
You said it right.
Okay, good. I just be in the spiel like I just like just run it off at the mouth. But this is a fun show. Diddy is here. And he ain't going nowhere. And I'm not gonna play the
He
song.
is not going nowhere.
I'm not gonna play the song.
I'm
I'm,
surprised because he was definitely jamming out on it before it started in the beginning.
you are ratting. Why are you ratting on me?
And nowhere. He ain't going nowhere.
No, you
Mm-mm-mm.
gave me stop, cause he bad boy for life. Hey! All right, we'll see y'all next week. All right, bye.
Peace.
Yo.